Happy Monday. Welcome to the Millennial Momentum Podcast. It's your host, Tommy Tahoe Alaimo. I'm here to, I'm on a path for a better life, and I know you are too. And I thank you for joining me, whether you're on the podcast app, wherever you're listening to it on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Giving you some quick Monday motivation here. And, I was thinking about what to do for this week, and, I wanted to pick back up one of my favorite books of all time, The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. And I was thumbing through sections last night, and this one just hits so clear. And I'm just going to get into reading it, and I'll make some comments, but, he does as good of a job as you can do to maybe get you fired up. And this little section is called Follow the Process. So Ryan says, Coach Nick Saban doesn't actually refer to it often, but every one of his assistants and players lives by it. They say it for him, tattooing it on the front of their minds and on every action they take, because just two words are responsible for their unprecedented success: the process. Saban, the head coach of the University of Alabama football team, perhaps the most dominant dynasty in the history of college football, does not focus on what every other coach focuses on, or at least not the way they do. He teaches the process. Don't think about winning the SEC championship. Don't think about the national championship. Think what you need to do on this drill, in this play, in this moment. That's the process. Let's think about what we can do today, the task at hand. In the chaos of sport, as in life, process provides us a way. So, Ryan goes on to continue, the road to back-to-back championship is just that. It's a road, and you travel along a road in steps. Excellence is a matter of steps. Excelling at this one, then that one, then the one after that. Saban's process is this: existing in the present, taking it one step at a time, no getting distracted by anything else, not the other team, not the scoreboard, or the crowd. The process is about finishing games, finishing workouts, finishing film sessions, finishing drives, reps, plays, blocks, finishing the smallest tasks you have right in front of you and finishing it well. Whether it's pursuing the pinnacle of success in your field or simply surviving some awful ordeal, the same approach works. Don't think about the end, just think about surviving. Make it from meal to meal, break to break, checkpoint to checkpoint, paycheck to paycheck, one day at a time. And when you really get it right, even the hardest things become manageable. Because the process is relaxing. Under its influence, we don't need to panic. Even mammoth tasks just become a series of component parts. He goes on to say, how often do we compromise or settle because we feel that the real solution is too ambitious or outside our grasp? How often do we assume that change is impossible because it's too big or involves too many groups, or how people are paralyzed by all their ideas and inspiration? They chase them all and go nowhere, distracting themselves and never making headway. They're brilliant, but they rarely execute. They rarely get to where they want and need to go. All these issues are solvable. Each would collapse beneath the process. We've just wrongly assumed that it has to happen all at once. When we give up at the thought of it, we are A to Z thinkers, fretting about A, obsessing about B, and forgetting all about B through Y. Say that again, because I might have messed up. We are A to Z thinkers, fretting about A, obsessing over Z, and forgetting all about B through Y, forgetting about the process. When we get distracted, when we start caring about something other than our own progress and efforts, the process is the helpful, if occasionally bossy voice in our head. It is the bark of the wise older leader who knows exactly who he is and what he's got to do. Shut up, go back to your stations, and try to think about what we're doing to ourselves instead of worrying about what's going on out there. You know what your job is. Stop jawing and get to work. He closes by saying, the process is about doing the right things right now, not worrying about what might happen later or the results or the whole picture. I mean, that really speaks to me because, and I think it should speak to a lot of people. And the reason is, a lot of times we get I'll speak for myself, get ahead of ourselves. And we have these big goals, and I write my goals down every morning of where I want to be. And on Sundays, I often think about, some longer term pictures and where I want to be in life, in all the different, kind of buckets, whether it's business or personal or relationships or health. And it does, Rome wasn't built in a day. You got to do the process, right? Like you don't get, you don't get in great shape just by eating a salad and doing 50 sit-ups, right? It takes 10, 20 years. I mean, there's no such thing as an overnight success. People say it all the time that, people get lauded for, like they got lucky. They were an overnight success. I can't believe that they just did that so quickly. But any business, any person that you look up to in any field, it took 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years for them to break through. And they wouldn't break through if they didn't do the process relentlessly. So if you're in sales, this means you're prospecting every day. This means you're thinking about ways to make your customers happier, or new ideas for them. Or you're just telling them thank you, and you're writing them a handwritten note, and you're showing up every day with a smile on your face. If you're trying to get in better shape, you're putting down the French fries. You're putting down the pizza, and you're replacing it with a salad. Or you're skipping that extra meal, or you're not eating that cookie, right? Because that one cookie isn't going to put you over the edge, but it's just the habit. Or, you stay and write that extra email for your business. You get up a little bit earlier. You smile at the cashier. You put your fucking phone down when you're at Starbucks and you talk to the cashier. And you smile and you make a joke. You hold the door open for someone. It's the process in life of becoming a better person, becoming the ultimate version of you. And it's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in a year. But if you follow the process day in and day out, you're going to get there. So that's what I'm intently focused on. I'm focused on the process with my mind, somewhat on the end game, but really trying to focus, especially this week, on just the little things. Every day, how can I do my best in this 15-minute span, being where my feet are? That's the message I got for you guys. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for the support. Podcast, YouTube, TomAlaimo.com. You know the drill. Really appreciate the love, the support. I hope you have the best week of your life. Out.